Hello, everyone. My name's Anand, and if you are listening to this podcast, you're probably either my wife, my mum, my mother-in-law, or you're lost. Okay, but since you're here anyway, welcome. Um, it's my first go at doing a podcast. I reckon it's going to be shit. Excuse me. It's going to be below average. I think if I swear, I have to add a warning on it. So I'm going to say below average. I'm a tired dad. I've got a kid who is less than two, somewhere between 1.5 and 2. I'm really tired. Why am I doing this podcast then, you might ask? Just go have a sleep, Anand. Um, Look, when I'm 36 now, and when I was 35, the scales told me that I was closer to obese than a healthy weight. I was not mobile. I'm not happy. I was not happy. It was past tense. I was not happy. I was not really doing anything for me. Um, Everyone says have a kid. It's going to be great. No one tells you that it's going to derail your life like nothing else. I think there's a conspiracy where people just want you to have a kid so they've got someone to play with. So yeah, that's one. So why am I doing the podcast? Because that was me then. And now I've taken a lot of ground. I'm on a mission to live an awesome life, live a life where like full of adventure, full of like being, I guess you could say my best self. I don't really like those words, but being my best self, really look at myself in the mirror, being proud. I've been on that journey. I'm still pretty heavy, but I did lose weight. I just put it back on again. Um, I'm much more mobile, which is a big thing for me. I go to the gym now and I'm the flexible guy, but I'm still not used to having a flexible body. I'm kind of like the person who loses a ton of weight, but on the outside, they've lost all the weight. On the inside, they haven't. I'm still a stiff person inside. What else can I tell you? Oh, that's right. Why? So look, I probably will lose my train of thought a lot. Hopefully someone can give me some tips on how to get my brain back, because I was pretty sharp once upon a time. Then my daughter was born, and now I'm not sharp. I'm just forgetful. Life is much harder, but I've just learned to laugh at the silly mistakes that I make now, and I laugh at myself. I guess that's all I can do. Anyway, it's a tough period. It's tough just getting to middle age, I think, and then realizing, looking back and going, oh, didn't quite get where I want to get, settling, which is what I did. I was into sport, into cricket, played, you'd probably call semi-pro or grade premier cricket in Sydney. And I always had a dream of playing for Australia. I was like, I grew up chasing a dream. And then mid-20s, sort of gave up the dream, took a bitter pill of reality. It wasn't going to be good enough. I wasn't going to make it. And then I just spent time not chasing something, so I've just picked golf, and I'm chasing playing high level professional golf. And, whether I make it or not, being on this journey, I've made lots of great positive changes for my life. So I think what I'm trying to say is, if you're a new parent, a new dad, probably, especially, this podcast is for you, because you were going through like the toughest, crappiest time of your life. If your experience is like mine anyway. And if you're someone who's, not in their 20s anymore, let's say that, and you want to be empowered, that's my goal, to share my journey. So yeah, a little bit about me. My name's Anand. I live in Australia. You can tell by the accent. I'm a first generation Australian. So while I might look Indian or something else, I don't even really look Indian, which is my background. I definitely sound Australian. And I as any first generation does, renounced any ties to my cultural heritage for the sake of just fitting in, really. So I don't speak Hindi. I don't really identify as an Indian person. I'm an Aussie. And that's that. I have a beautiful daughter, Eliana, who's, like I said, between a year and a half and 2 years old. I got a beautiful puppy named Bailey, who we got 6 weeks before Eliana was born. I'm married. I'm very happily married. And, it's been a real tough journey since Eliana was born, I would say. We were very close and we sort of drifted apart, and we're only really now finding our way back to each other. I wish people would have told me how hard it is on your marriage, having a kid. So that's, I guess, what I'm here to do for others. Let's see. I live on the Central Coast. We made a sea change 1.5 to 2 years ago, somewhere. And I love the coastal air and very happy about the change. We live a minute away from my in-laws, which is great for support. And to be honest, it has some challenges as well, which also no one told me about, which I would have loved to have known. So that might be the kind of thing I might share with someone on this podcast that make a difference to them. I'm a teacher. I just really happily teach casually, and what my life looks like at the moment is I get up in the morning. I love working with the kids. I love making a difference to the kids. Tools down at 3 o'clock, walk out with the kids. By 3:30, I'm on the driving range having a practice. Come back, spend some time with my daughter, go to the gym, come back, put her to bed, rinse and repeat. Oh, and spend some time with my wife before bed, actually. Rinse and repeat. So I don't really want to ramble. I don't think I can drag this out any longer without just saying the same things over and over. So I'm going to end it there. Mum, Nim, and my wife, if you're listening, great. Thank you for being my 2 audience members for the first one. And I can't promise it's going to get any better from here, but I'll still release some more. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for listening. I don't think I've really given you anything here, but thanks for listening. Hope to see you soon. Bye.